Hey there, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. Each week I bring these videos to you just to let you know what's going on in the mortgage industry and the local real estate industry here in South Orange County and in Southern California as a whole. Yeah, you may have noticed I do have a bit of a growth going with the beard here, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. My wife really likes it, and I've been leaving it on there for her. What worries me is that she's also a big fan of Duck Dynasty, so we may be in trouble. Nah, just kidding. Who knows? I'll probably have it off tomorrow. But hey, back to the market. Let's take a look at the rates. Now, the rates continue to be at pretty much all-time lows. We had a bit of a hiccup this week, but the numbers are really staying in there as far as the rates are concerned. Go over to my website at www.mikemunzing.com. Print that up. It's newly designed. I'm working on some new software here, so I'm going to have some exciting new website designs for you. But print that up, take it out with you to your open house. If you're working with a new buyer, share that with them as well. I would love to help them with their new loan. If you do find a property for them, love to help them with a new sale. Okay, I do want to touch on Stephen Thomas's report. Every couple of weeks, Stephen comes out with this report. He is a phenomenal statistician, really covers this market well. You can find his information at www.reportsonhousing.com. It is a subscription site, but it is fantastic for you to help you out with your buyers, your sellers, so you know exactly what's going on. Let's just take a quick glance at what Stephen has to say. Now, what he points out is the differentiation of the markets, basically the lower end, the higher end, the middle markets there, and what's been going on. We've had a nice bump in inventory. He points out that in that market, the quiet increase in the prices of homes or the demand of homes over 750,000. That has jumped up since the beginning of the year by 30%, which is quite surprising and quite under the radar. Then he says that lower range, that low end of the market where we're finding kind of the sweet spot of buyers, but just not a lot of availability. The market time for the lower end properties is still down all the way to 3 weeks, which is creating multiple offers, very frustrated buyers, and often the sales prices over what the listing price is, which sometimes is making it a little bit tough on appraisals. So that's something to be aware of. Now, the ultra high markets in Orange County, that $2 million and above, that has been surprising because the demand in that area has increased by 52%. Let's see, he says time on the market is now down from 11 months down to 6 months, which is quite a drop. And then way up there at the $4 million and above, which I don't see much of, but hey, that is dropped from 35 months down to 10.5 months. Just some interesting numbers to look at. Now, that is only 7% of the listings on the market and only 1% of the demand. So that's a small sliver there, mostly on the coastal areas. But he also mentions, don't forget that the listings had dropped unabated since June of 2011 all the way to early this year. So it has been nice the last month or two seeing that increase in the availability, increase in the properties, and he does think that it is starting to show a trend. It's not just a blip. We're starting to see a little substance to it, and hopefully we'll see that number increase. That number has increased, by the way. It's up 11% in the last month. Now we have up 348 homes to 3,556 homes currently on the market in Orange County as a whole. Once again, the sellers, though, are becoming a little bit overzealous. There are a lot of reports, and you may have seen them, of some of these sellers coming on, not basing their asking price on anything but just a crazy intuition of what they need, and it is not based on what the comps are, and that's a problem because those homes are still just sitting there. The buyers are buying homes a little over market, but not drastically over market. So that's something to be aware of, is that overzealous seller aspect. And finally, the distressed properties are just really fallen off, as we've talked about before. Okay, now one final report I want to touch on my friend Mark Hansen, Mr. Mortgage. This guy tells it as it is, and I've been telling a lot of you on one-on-one conversations and in some of these videos that the increase in the prices in this market is a little tenuous at best because it's due to the lack of inventory. Now, he makes a case, he looks at Las Vegas in particular. Now, that's just a snapshot of a certain market, not specifically that we're going to be out there in Las Vegas, but he does want to make the point that year over year, Las Vegas has increased 30% in the price of its homes. And as he says, there is little about the past year of better housing market data that is rooted in economic fundamentals. I make this case all the time. Some of the statistics that he shows here is that in the Vegas area, there's a 10% unemployment. There is 57% of the homes are currently under market. 25% of the homes in the market went through some sort of exotic loan modification. So a lot of times the sellers or the homeowners are still handcuffed to the properties. And finally, 12% of the current homes on the market are either in default or in foreclosure. So these aspects do not make for a healthy market yet due to foreclosure moratoriums and the banks not being willing to negotiate on the short sales. It is creating a lack of homes on the market, much like here in Orange County, which increases the prices, but it's always a little bit scary when they're not based on economic fundamentals that you can really hang your hat on for a healthy market. Hey, if you're in South Orange County, I did want to remind you quickly, as it came in the Orange County Realtor magazine, be sure and get on there and vote. I guess they got the directors voting going on, and some of the folks that we know in the market are on that. So get out there and vote, do your job, and make your voice heard. Hey, we're coming into a beautiful weekend. I've been out here about 25 years, helping a lot of you, working with your buyers. Would love to be here for you. You can reach me anytime at 949-689-5626. I'll be working this weekend. Love to get those buyers approved for you. So give me a call. And if you have any questions about anything else, definitely give me a call as well. But have a great weekend. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless this beautiful country. And let's work together. Bye-bye.